Hey, buddy. Brownie. Big Guy hit the brownies. But you had like 25 of them. What you got there? A balloon. You got an Elmo balloon. Got an Elmo balloon. Oh. Oh, poor baby. You got a cough. Go in your messy little room. You like it that way. Hey guys, what's up? How's y'all's day going? Me and Kaidale have a beautiful weekend day off together and we are hanging out at Big Guy's house. So Big Guy actually helped me babysit yesterday because I had to work. Oh, I think Big Guy's tablet's in here, baby. It's in there. Go look. Big Guy's phone? Where is it? Where is it? But yeah, so Big Guy helped me babysit yesterday because I had to work a very long shift at the hospital. And him and Kiddo just kind of hung out and had a good time. And I was too exhausted after 2 shifts in a row to drive home. So we just spent the night here last night and now we're just hanging out. And Kiddo's actually a little bit sick. He's got this like lingering cold that won't go away. Here, baby, look, Big Guy's phone. Big Guy's phone, we found it. We found Big Guy's phone. So he's not feeling too great today. He's just kind of like nose runny and sneezing and stuff like that. No big deal, just not feeling the best. So we are just gonna hang out here today. Just have a lazy day, hang out here, kind of chill before school tomorrow. And we have a field trip tomorrow if the weather holds out. We're gonna go to the zoo with all of our friends at school, so that'll be fun. My poor baby doesn't feel good. He's got the sniffles. Are we gonna survive this, baby? Poor boy. Just being a lazy bum today. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've said bless you like 100 times to him today, but I don't like for him to be sick, obviously. I want him to be happy and feeling good. But he's so cuddly when he's sick. It's like he's a little baby again. I love it. He cuddles with me. Okay, so while we are hanging out at Big Guy's house and Grandma's house, it's kind of just bringing back memories of like, you know, when Kato was little and how different he was then compared to how he is now. So one thing that I thought would maybe be something kind of cool to talk about today is just safety. I remember when Kato was a toddler, safety was a huge deal, but in different ways than it is now. Now, this major safety things are, you know, the fact that Kiddo likes to climb on everything. He can get into a lot more stuff. Trying to keep him on the ground pretty much is kind of one of the biggest safety risks. That and just his occasional aggressive behaviors is another safety issue that is kind of on the forefront right now. But all of that is being worked on in ABA and all of that is showing great improvement. However, when he was a toddler, one of his biggest safety issues was wanting to elope. I mean, we really had to get creative and figure out how to keep him in the house because as soon as we would turn our backs or as soon as we would take our eyes off him, he was out the door or out of sight and it was scary. So one of the things that we did, I'm just going to kind of take you on a tour of the house and show you different highlights of, you know, doors and exit entry, things like that. So one of the things that we did, my dad, Big Guy, installed a lock. I don't know if you can see it, but it was a lock that it doesn't have like the knob to turn it because Kato is very intelligent. He's very smart and he will figure out how to unlock doors. I mean, he's a smart kid. He knows how to get out of stuff. So we had to put a deadbolt on to where you had to actually put the key in it. And then the key we would keep up here. So he really can't you know, reach it. And then that way, if there's, you know, like a fire, we got to make a quick exit, the key's right there. So that's what we did. We put the key up there, and then it's deadbolted. So you have to have the key to get out. You can't just turn the knob. That was one thing. And actually, we have that on the front door, and then there's 2 doors going to the backyard, and it's the same thing, same concept. So we've got, hi Daisy. So we've got the same thing, back door to the patio, and actually the key's in it right now because I just let the dog out. But as you can see, we've got 2 locks. He would get out of this one in a heartbeat. So this one is the deadbolt to where you have to have the key to open it. And then typically, again, we just put the key up there. So that's on the 2 back doors. Oh my goodness, he's running around naked. Kiddo, go get in the butt bath, baby. Oh. Okay, so those are the front door, 2 back doors. And then I want to talk about his bedroom. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I actually got a private message from somebody who was a babysitter, and she was babysitting a little girl. I think she was like 4 or 5 on the spectrum. And her mom told the babysitter, you know, when she goes to bed to lock the door and basically lock the child in the room. And the babysitter was really concerned. Like she said, it just didn't feel right to her. It raised some red flags. And in all honesty, here, let me step in the light. And in all honesty, that is not a normal thing to do. It's not. Typical, neurotypical children, their parents don't really always think to do things like that. But with kids on the spectrum, with the risk of elopement and the risk of self-harm, that is a perfectly normal thing to do. And a lot of us autism parents do that. And it's not to just keep their kid locked in and just not check on them throughout the night. I mean, I check on Kaidale every single night. I usually wake up in the middle of the night and just check on him, just make sure he's okay, you know. And now that he's older, I don't really have to do it quite as much because his eloping has improved a lot. So it's not as big of a fear now that he's older. But, you know, when he was younger, he would do things like wake up in the middle of the night and be climbing on top of the refrigerator, climbing on the counters. And it's just scary, you know. You just always think the worst case scenario, and you always think like, oh my gosh, what if they fell? Or what if they got into something they shouldn't? Or what if somehow, some way, somebody forgot to lock the front door? I mean, accidents happen, it could happen. And then he wandered out the front door, and he wandered down the road, and he got lost. Like, things like this happen, you guys. You hear about it on the news all the time, and it's terrifying. It is. So that is the reason that we lock the door at night. And it's actually not like the way that we lock it. This is his room, you guys. It's so messy, but it's the way he likes it. He likes all his toys spread out all over the floor. And you know what? It's his room. He can do whatever he wants. But yeah, so this is his bedroom door. And we just have the lock turned around so that, you know, we can lock him in. And I don't do this until he falls asleep. I mean, I'm not like, you know, but so then he can't unlock it from this side. And like I said, I don't do this until he falls asleep. So once he's asleep, you know, and I've checked on him, then I'll go ahead and lock him in when I'm ready to go to bed so that I can go to bed peacefully and not be worried that my kid is going to wake up in the middle of the night and, you know, and somehow hurt himself or get into something or run away. Same thing for the exit. The very last exit is the exit that goes, it's the laundry room, and it goes to the garage and out of the house. And another thing is, like, I mean, the garage, there's so much stuff there that he could get into. There's poisonous stuff, there's sharp stuff that he can climb on, ladders. Like, that is, you know, something he does not need to be in without adult supervision. So we have, this is the laundry room door. And same thing, we've got the lock for the laundry room door. So you gotta go up here, get the key. And this is a difficult lock, so he wouldn't be, even if he could get to the key, he wouldn't be able to do this one. Okay, so unlock it. Oh my gosh, it's a mess. Don't judge. Grandma will have a fit. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, so that way the lock is on this side. So he could not exit the house from the inside. He couldn't get out to the garage. And then, sorry, I'm making you guys dizzy probably. And then this is just second door. This one's not as important because, you know, garage, messy. But the second door is not quite as important because he's not going to get through the first door. So the second door we don't have turned around. I just turned the lights off. So the second door is not turned around because he's not going to get through the first door. And once, like, it's a habit. Everybody in the family just does it out of habit, out of routine. So every time you come over here, even if Kiddo's not here, most likely that laundry room door is going to be locked. So, you know, this is the way that it is with raising a child with autism. This is just kind of the habits that you form, and it's trial and error. Every kid's different. Every kid has their different safety concerns, safety risk. So it's just adapt and overcome, you guys. You just got to get creative and think of ways to keep them safe. But yeah, so to answer the girl's message that she sent me on, I think it was Facebook, and I had a long back and forth conversation with her just to kind of reassure her, like, no, this is not child abuse. This is safety for a child with autism, to keep them safe at night. And like all of Kiddo's toys and stuff in his room, I mean, he's older now, so I don't think he's gonna choke on anything, but even still, like to this day, I still typically clean up all of his toys when he goes to bed, lock him in his closet. I don't know, like toddlers and stuff, you just worry they're gonna like choke on something, and I don't know. You think of every crazy scenario when you're a parent of like how your kid's gonna get hurt, because you worry. That's what parents do. So yeah, so typically I'll clean up his toys, kind of put all the little small choking hazards away when he goes to sleep. So if he does wake up, he wants to play in his room, he can't really get into anything, you know. But I think we're gonna do our second butt bath of the day because Mr. Head Cold over here just wants to chill and watch tablet and take baths. So that's what we're gonna do. Big guy is out getting us lunch, which is awesome. So we're just gonna have a chill big guy day, and we'll see him when he gets back. Eat your chicken, buddy.
My nose is running a little bit.
Okay, so Big Guy's back with the food, and we were just talking about how Kiddo climbs on everything, which kind of ties into the safety thing I was talking about earlier. Go ahead. What?
I don't know what that word is.
Say it again.
Table.
Take a bite.
Table.
Take a bite.
Table.
See, we get little words like this all the time. We don't know what they are.
Table. You're saying table. We're at the table. That's right. This is where we eat our lunch, at the table. Soda stealer. We stole all of our sodas.
We have syrup and cereal because Kaidale set that there. Kaidale likes to set a table when we're eating.
He doesn't know what to put on it, so he just grabs a bunch of random stuff and puts it on the table.
Put Josie's dog food bowl up here if you don't stop him.
He's being social.
I know. He's a wonderful host.
He actually is really sociable. Like, to be so delayed in social interactions, he enjoys it at least.
Absolutely loves it.
He just doesn't know what's
He's
to
always
do.
looking at other children wanting to play with him. He doesn't know how. That's
Cute.
the little bit harder
Really
thing.
cute. You probably don't have that much of an appetite because you've got a head cold.
I saw Abby the other day doing a little bit of herding
Oh, on the video.
on a video. Yeah, and I told him, I said, that's so Kaidale. You know how he grabs us by the hand and leads us all over the place when he's in a social mood? And he herds, and whoever comes in, you're immediately part of the group. He's very inclusive.
Josie, you're obnoxious.
She's sweet. She is obnoxious about food. Nope. See, one little positive comment and she'll be in your lap eating out of your plate.
Well, she's not too obnoxious, actually. At least she'll, like, not beg. She just sits there.
Yeah, you can tell her. See her trying to push her advantage now. Ah, he's being nice. Let me get some of your food. All right, get in. I know.
Hey, buddy. You just want to lay there and be lazy. Oh, poor baby. You don't feel good. You just want to be lazy. Tickle, 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 tickle. You just want to be lazy today. I get it. I get it. You making the best tower ever. Grandma's in Arizona.
Hello.
Hello. That's what Grandma says. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Grandma's in Arizona visiting Aunt Megan.
Hello.
What made you think of Grandma? You're making the best building ever. You're so good at that, buddy. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Come on, buddy. Let's go to the park.
Come on.
Let's go take the doggies to the park.
I'll let him walk over in there and play with his kids one day.
Well, he's got his hands full.
Real nice. He likes Daisy.
Got your hands full of cereal.
Got a lot of little guys in our cul-de-sac now.
Let's go to the park, buddy. So one of our favorite Sunday things to do is to go on a walk, especially when the weather's as nice as it is today. Kaidale just loves to be outside and enjoy the fresh air. So we're taking the dogs on a walk. You just gotta stay on the sidewalk. Oh, it's a loud one. Sidewalk, buddy. Oh, you know what? We didn't bring any water.
Park.
Yeah, we can go to the park.
You want to walk the lake skillet?
How cool is the neighborhood for having that handicap sign? It used to say autism underneath it, and for some reason it got taken down. But there's like 3 of them randomly scattered that say caution handicap person. I think that's so cool because Kaidale wouldn't know any different. He would just walk out in front of a car. So you gotta be really careful with him. Come on, buddy. No, don't mess with the mailbox. That's a flag. Kaidale is enjoying some time on the trampoline. We are going to take a butt bath soon and go to bed. And thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us today. And we'll see y'all later. Bye. Love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. See you on Friday. I might see you guys next. See you on Wednesday, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Love y'all.